Hey, you're rich. Can you dig it, sucker? Dude. Wilf had them doing spinneroonies on the pitch, fam. That's actually worth the frustration of the last 4 months or so.
Yes.
Because remember, I said somebody this season is going to hold corn.
Beating.
And what happened? Watford held a beating. And Agent Roy Hodgson, well done, mate. Well played. We know he's one of us. So I was thinking in my head, wait a minute, he's one of us. Like, he's actually going to be doing us a favour. The minute I saw Craig Cathcart in the team, I went, we're winning.
Yeah.
Although, granted, yeah, go ahead.
Another thing that helped us was Josh King getting, I don't know if it was a knock, but as soon as Dennis moved from the left-hand side, I thought, all right, we're quite comfortable here.
Yeah.
Quite comfortable. Oh, what a result. We said this week was huge. And we've made a statement. We haven't won away since Man City.
Which was October.
To make a statement, and we've made one, and I'm just relieved. Now, don't get me wrong. Saturday's game is just as hard, and we'll get onto that tomorrow. We got Dad coming on from Turf Moor House TV. But oh my, where do we begin? Obviously from the start. But wow, let's address some of the comments. Big up Sit Back FC. I can't wait for the summer. We need to make the right decisions from top to bottom. The right young manager, players, everything to get promoted next season. That's a fair analysis, to be fair.
They need new owners more than anything.
Oh, 100%.
Like, because that model that Pozzo has, it gets them up, but they go straight back down. And look, they're like Norwich. They take that paycheck from the Premier League when they're in the champ, but they're too good for the champ. You know what I mean? And the thing is, you'd rather be good enough to be in the Prem and stay there.
Yeah, boys.
Yeah, JC in the building.
Yo, JC. Yes, Sean.
Mad.
Yo. Big up, JC.
JC, we was just saying, me and Rich were just saying, can you dig it, sucker?
Both of Zaha's goals were on the other end of the pitch.
I know, yeah.
I didn't really see them very well because I'm a bit blind now. But I'll tell you what, for the last goal he scored, I thought he fucked it when he did the chop. The ball got away from him a bit. I was like, oh, God's sake, Zaha, he gave the ball away again. And he just slaps it bottom bins. It was just, oh, shit. Mate, I was on the floor and everything.
That was a brilliant
goal. Just quickly, JC, you said there
was an emergency in the away end.
Yeah. There was. I don't exactly know what happened, but all the fans were like waving the stewards to come over, and some medical staff came over. I'm still not really sure on what happened, but the response was like 30 seconds. It was really good.
Oh, that's good.
That's good. They're taking it very seriously.
Come on. Big up, Henry.
Get in there.
And I've been nipping. Oh, look.
I can see the smile on his face now. I can see the smile on Henry's face today.
Mate, this walk is fucking long.
Let me get through a few comments and then we'll start talking about the game.
I want to hear Henry reviews on the match this time around.
We'll get to that. Big up, Jay. Get in. Yes, indeed. Get in.
What was Will's goal like at the end, by the way? So I didn't see his last goal.
Good finish. Very, very good finish.
Yeah.
I heard it was a great goal.
It was. We got Super Patrick Vieira. He knows exactly what we need.
Mitchell at the back. At least they in attack.
Oh, there we go. Nippon got me. He got me.
Back again.
Mateta.
100%. Listen, I've got an image that's going to be uploaded in a minute.
Mate, that passage of play was beautiful. Even though Mateta hit it out for a throw-in, the one-touch passing in that move was amazing.
Yeah.
I have to say.
And you can tell that he intended to get that cross into Alisi, but he was just hit.
Yeah. Mateta's his ability with the ball at his feet is actually his dribbling is actually very underrated. I think he's very good at it.
He is.
Yeah.
His close control is actually pretty astounding for someone who's 6'5".
Yeah, but at times he also looks like Bambi on ice.
Yeah, but you got the good and the bad all in one. So
To be fair,
he's
I think
perfect for Palace.
He did really well.
Eagles.
JC, see if you could grab some of the fans whilst you walk into the station.
Oh no, everyone's zooming past me, mate. I've got little legs.
It's your little legs.
Well, yeah, I'm at the state. I'll get the old man on in a minute.
All right, wicked.
So, Rich,
One sec.
Yo,
Natty Klein, he had a bit of a mare today, let's be honest.
What? How?
I
What
thought
did
it
he
wasn't
do
too
wrong?
bad.
He was getting exposed. I'm not saying he was terrible. I'm saying compared to Chelsea, where granted you're not expecting him to be brilliant, but Dennis caused him a problem before he had to move in central.
Yeah. Dennis was a massive threat down the left-hand side. As soon as he went central, I was like, thank God for that.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? No, I'm not saying Klein was terrible. I'm just saying that when you look at the amount of problems Dennis caused him, you're thinking, well, luckily it's not Ward. If it was Ward, I'd really be scared. But, the corner problem. Set pieces are, because my fear was, when it went 2-1, I was like, all right, cool. Get that third goal. Get it early. Get the third goal early so that if I see Watford 2, Palace 3, I'm not going F, 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 F. I'm not cursing in 5 different languages. Because when that equaliser went in, I was cursing in English, Irish, French, and Jamaican patois all in a row. I was losing my mind because I thought, for fuck's sake, can we not have nice things anymore? We can't have nice things anymore, innit? It's just the Palace way. But I should have known. When Watford fans wind up Wilfried Zaha the way they did, and he remembers the last time that he got something happen to him at that ground, I was like, oh, Watford fans, please keep booing him. Please keep booing him. And what happened? He hit them 1 punch, 2 punch. Ding, 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 you're out.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson settings, bro.
100%.
But I, for one, would not like to be a certain Watford fan right now. If you've seen that Watford fan's tweet, mate, he got put in not 1 but 2 spliffs.
Nah, I'm going to tweet that. That's quality.
Oh, are you still with us, Henry?
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's a bit of a dodgy internet. Right.
Rah, Nippencron's moving mad. It hit me and now it's hit you. Holy shit.
Henry, just a heads up. Is that a game on that you got in the background?
Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm at my mate's house.
We're
actually
jump on that.
It's funny because he's a Tottenham fan and we were watching our games at the same time. So I was watching on the laptop, he was watching on his computer. So I saw Burnley like at the same. It was a bit weird, but yeah. Yeah,
we just need it muted because of copyright strikes and that. So if you have to go to another room,
copyright. All right, I'll move to the other room then.
They are hard on that.
They move quick.
Anyway, what are we saying? What are we saying about the game?
Let's talk about the. All right, we've got rid of. We conceded a terrible goal. I don't know why Gallagher's marking Sissoko, and Butler needs to be stronger in his 6-yard box.
Yeah, who was marking?
He needs to sweep the ball more. He's not like Dennis had a chance and he should have swept the ball, but he just took the man for some reason.
In a nutshell, new goalkeeper needed in the summer.
Yeah, and his kicking's atrocious. It really is.
New goalkeeper needed in the summer.
He aimed for Elise and he put it on Mateta's head. He just kicked it the wrong way.
And Zacchaeus, big up. You're spotting it. Every corner, our placement was terrible. Yeah, it was just way like they were whipping the balls in, like right underneath Butler.
Why do I get the feeling we're going to have to actually appoint a set piece coach?
I think that's going to be needed,
Can we just get Roy back for that very thing?
No. He's a Palace fan. Do you not see what he did?
We made us 1-4-1.
Was there any Watford fans there? Well, not after Wolves scored his first goal.
Apparently there was a fire drill or something. Somebody pressed the fire alarm inside the home
that
ends.
makes sense.
Yeah, I think people were mistaking their drum through the speakers as the fire drill. So, that's what happens.
I mean,
Ding dong.
it was just as funny hearing them say, Jesus, fast train for you. What was it? That they were singing, "Did you cry at Wembley? Did you cry at Wembley? Twice! Twice! Twice!"
Yeah, I got in on it still, I'm not going to lie.
Sorry, JC?
Yeah, I got in on that one still.
Does anyone else get Hennessy vibes with Butland? I wouldn't quite put Butland in the Hennessy category just yet.
Not yet. But
Because
he definitely doesn't strike you with much confidence, does he?
No, but like there's levels to being as crap as Wayne Hennessy.
Hennessy was flipping.
The annoying thing is with Wayne Hennessy, yeah, you see him play for Wales, you're like,
Yeah.
yo, Mr. C, big up.
Just a reaction.
But yeah, no, you see, when Hennessy played for Wales, yeah, you'd see a half decent goalkeeper. The minute he puts a Palace shot on, it's there's the Wayne Hennessy we know and love, or should I say, not quite love. But no, look, to be fair, look, we won the game. That's all that matters.
Yep.
And let's be honest, this win was coming. Problem is, it's been impotent FC for so long because I was thinking, why do I get the feeling the one time we want second half seed to come up?
Oh. Behind, they scored 2 at Palace. Liverpool beat Leeds 6-0.
6? Wow.
Jesus, Leeds got lubricated.
Yeah,
Dream team is gassed right now. Mane and Salah. If you know, you know.
You know what? Now I'm happy we lost 3-1 to Liverpool at home. Now that doesn't hurt as bad now.
Doesn't
Seeing
look
that
too bad, does it?
they could have scored 2 more though to take that 7-0 out of us though. Like, come on. But classic Liverpool. No, we won't do that. No, but I can't lie, people. That was much needed, but thoroughly deserved.
So much needed.
Because now Burnley is still a must-win game, but now it's not vitally that we win that game.
What are the stats?
Bear in mind, Burnley have won their last 2 without conceding, so it's going to be very tricky. Sorry, go ahead, JC. Sorry.
Yeah, I got the stats up for the game. So it was 54% possession in our favour. We had 7 shots, they had 8. So they had more shots. They had 1 shot on target and scored it. We had 5 shots and scored 4. And I think that's pretty good to me.
Yeah, but you know what? It's one thing that we've been talking about is that we're not shooting enough.
Mm-hmm.
We've had 5 shots. We scored 4 goals.
Clinical.
To be honest, Gallagher should have had a shot when we was on the break right at the end of the first half. He just tried to pass it and just put it straight out of play.
We've been saying this for weeks. We're plating up all the food we want on our plate, be it the jollof, the rice and peas, jerk chicken, macaroni cheese. We're plating up all that good food, and we're not eating it. And what happened is, Rich, you can back me up. When your parents see you dish up all this food and you don't eat it, you get beaten. You get merciful. You get the leather belt and everything, fam.
127.
You hear that sound?
None of this. Go to your room, sonny. No. We got dealt with, yeah. But now what happened is we plated up all the food we wanted to eat, the fried chicken, everything, and just whipped it out. Second half, it was like, no, listen, give me that fried chicken, gone. Rice and peas, gone. Jollof rice, gone.
Yeah.
Okra, gone. Everything was just eaten up quick.
What about the roti?
Gotta get the roti in there as well.
100%.
No, but you know what I'm saying? The finishing has been an issue, but today we were clinical. What we want to see now is more of that.
Yeah.
If we have to sacrifice possession for more clinical finishing, I don't give a damn if we have 1% possession. Put the ball in the bastard onion net. That's all we want.
Most important thing was the win tonight.
Yeah, massively.
I didn't
know
care.
one thing
I didn't
thought
care
was
if he
probably one
played
of the
like
highlights
dog
of the
shit.
matches
What did you
was
think?
the touch from Gallagher to set
Oh my
himself
gosh.
up to just
We're,
take out the
we're gonna break down the goals. We're gonna break them down.
centre back.
He's too good, Gallagher. He's too
So
good.
good.
By the way, our youngest ever captain, one game,
Yeah.
one win. Milivojevic captain, Miras Clark. No, sir. Get him away. No.
It was quite funny when Maka came when he tried to give the armband back, but Maka just said, "Nah, mate, you have it." So it was literally just hanging off his shoulder for the last 20 minutes of the game.
Yeah, well, in fairness, I like the look of it. I was like, Mark Guay is captain. I like that. Because I think he's actually our youngest ever captain. Because I think Southgate is just ahead of him.
Yeah, he's 21, I think.
Yeah.
Let me just address a few more comments quickly. So Paul Maguire says priority to keeper who can command the defence, and that would help with set pieces. Zach saying it's
Agreed.
crazy how our XG was like 0.74. Well, we blew that away. Big up now. Every time, always supporting.
Yes, big up Nile every time.
Louis here again. Mark Gay, captain was the best feeling 1 hour before the match. It was. And big up James inside saying Mark
Jesus.
Gay,
You can tell JC's at Watford Junction. My God. Mute your microphone till you're on the train, bruv.
definitely well deserved, and he is definitely a future captain, 100%. You know what?
Yeah.
I've got to put this out. I'm so glad Nate said this to me ASAP. Look at the collection.
Woo! He's collecting them.
You forgot Selhurst.
The survivals just needs Charlton.
We get Charlton in the cup next season. He's collecting that corner flag.
Come on, man. Watford ain't our rivals. They're our stepping stone.
Well, you know what?
No. But JC, we allow them to think that they're our rivals. This is the beauty of it. They're just Charlton B. You understand? There's levels to rivalry with us. There's Seaweed, Millwall, and then there's the other two.
Where can I get that pick? All right, you know what I'm gonna do.
Lads, my battery's dying.
That's
I
all
gotta
good.
go.
Yeah, we'll check you later.
In a bit. Cheers, bye.
Right, so to answer this question, Tony.
Twitter.
Follow at Eagle Eyed Ball. Let me type that up. Actually, it makes more sense. I'm gonna tweet it now, and then you can like literally save it from there.
Whoa, just seen here that Mitrovic has broken Ivan Toney's record of 32 goals. He's got 33 now. Because Tony took the record off Muzza when Murray got us 30 goals when we got promoted. So that's actually impressive for Mitrovic. But it won't help because Fulham boss it in the Championship and then go straight back down.
All right, Hanif, go away, man. Big up, Hanif.
Big up, Hanif, mate. Big up.
He says, smashed it, bros. Take Dennis off them. I'll take him.
Tell you what, we'll give them Ayew and Zaha, and we'll take Sarr and Dennis. Job done.
The future's prepped.
Trust me.
Oh, sorry, Tony. 1 second. Let me not get sidetracked. Let me actually tweet this. It's a thing of beauty. I didn't even save it from my WhatsApp. I went straight to upload it. Gallagher's goal, though.
Disgusting.
The cross from Mitchell, for starters, was something else.
Sorry, who got that assist? Sorry, was that my left back?
It was our left back, TM.
Mm-hmm. See, Van Aanholt whips one of them crosses in every season. I know that's Mitchell's first assist of the season, but Mitchell's been crossing like that all season. He just hasn't been able to hit a barn door. But today, it paid off. But that's my left back, you know.
He was quality, and he was getting forward a lot today.
And he probably could have scored.
Should have scored. I think he tried to whip it near post, but if he had just cut across, I think he would have scored.
They could have held 5 like the Loonies, bro. I got 5 on it. One of them old school tunes.
So Tony, they've just tweeted it out. Oh, that ring light is proper in the way. Hold on.
Yeah, so follow at Eagle Eyed Ball, and he's just tweeted it out there, so you can grab that picture from there.
Grab the pick. And I'm not taking credit for it because I got it from the main man, Nate himself. So
And I nicked it off somebody off Twitter, so don't ask me who I nicked it from because I don't even remember. I just seen it, grabbed it, and sent it to Rich. Because these match reactions, we're going to try and put as much stuff in here as possible when we get wins like this. Because
we got to show it again. Look at that thing of beauty.
And the great thing is, they've all come away from home when he's kicked them corner flags. Seaweed away. Millwank away. And now Udinese B. That's our first win there since 2015, bro. It's been that dry.
Oh man. All right, he's got it. Wicked. It's going on his desktop now. Big up.
40 million. I don't know if Textor will go for that though. I think we look at other areas of the squad. And Watford, knowing it's us, their chairman will be moving mad about 80 million and them thing there. So I don't know. We don't have it. We don't have an empty bucket of money, unfortunately. A bottomless bucket, should I say?
He's back. It's been ages. Kurt.
Yo, look who's back again.
Hello, mate. How you doing? All right?
It has been a while.
It's been time.
How we doing, chaps? We all right?
Well, I, for one, don't want to be a Watford fan right now. You understand?
Neither do I, mate. Neither do I.
Say it again in slow motion for the people at the back that didn't catch that one.
I, for one, wouldn't want to be a Watford fan. That's, by the way, that's 365 days a year. But to be honest, that was beautiful.
It was.
We had to dig deep. We had to dig deep today, boys. I mean, we found that form that we started the season with. It was there all along. Vieira has pulled it out the dressing room and put it on the pitch today. That is what we're capable of at our best. Yeah. And I think, not just Watford, not any of the newly promoted teams, but on our day, if we play like that, every team in the league will struggle against us. It's just a shame we haven't been able to pull that out recently. But it was worth the wait because today was a proper result, chaps.
Yeah. And like Nate said earlier on, Kurt, and we've been calling it from day, a team is due a battering. Like, we've just had no luck with results. Like time and some of it's our own making, some of our fault. So
it's been self-inflicted FC. The majority of these games we haven't taken points in. But when you look at, for example, Arsenal away, Leicester at home, Newcastle at home, as 3 examples, right? We didn't win those games. Well, yeah, but that was just, and I don't want to even go into how painful that was. But those 3 games I just mentioned in particular, right? All of those, had chances been taken, we would have not even remotely been scared of the results we got. But again, the finishing wasn't great. But we got it. And as I said, we plated up all the food we normally don't eat, and we ate it all tonight. We didn't leave a single crumb on the plate, which was a beautiful feeling because, you know me, you know, Rich, if you don't eat your food with your parents around, you get beaten.
You know what it is? We all would have taken a 2-1 win. We all would have taken it. But just the icing on the cake, like I said, it just feels so much better to say we just battered them 4-1.
I mean, unfortunately, I couldn't make it at the game today in person, but I was watching it with my dad, and I turned to him halfway through when Watford was showing no sign of urgency. They were showing no sign of danger in the position they're in. They should be showing something. And I turned to my old man and I said, how many times have we seen this? How many times have we been in their position where we've been frustrated, we've wanted change, we wanted substitutes or better players or a different approach, and we've never got it. And to be honest, I put a tweet out after the game. There is a still shot of, I think it's the 4th goal, Zaha's wonder goal. And Roy just looks deflated. He's contemplating his decision to join. And I do feel bad. It does hurt me. But look, we wanted this. We've got it. And that today is why. Because there was only one team on that pitch that looked like they wanted those points today, that looked like they wanted to win and went into the game with the hunger to do that. And that was us. And you know, look, we were a better team all over the pitch today. It was fairly embarrassing for Watford, if I'm honest.
Very.
But that was us all of last season. We were getting outpaced, outrun, outmaneuvered, outthought, even outplayed by teams that played even worse football than Roy. And that isn't Roy's fault, because some of those players last season couldn't have been asked. That's why a number of them were shipped out at the end of the season. I'm not going to say particular players weren't asked, but you could tell some were coming. Their contracts were coming to an end. They couldn't be bothered, so they never really put a shift in. The ones that did were the ones we would have kept. But if we could have kept Townsend, there'd be no Elise. So on that hand, I'm like, I hate seeing Townsend leave because it makes me feel like Balassi all over again. But if you'd have said to me, we'll get Elise to replace Townsend, I'm all for it. Now, obviously, Elise lately has been fantastic, and Gallagher today was great as well.
Yeah.
But do you know what? I know that Essex Eagle just said that wasn't a battering. Essex, we're not saying a battering is 5, 6. We just wanted to put 3 or more past someone.
Yeah.
Because, as I've kept saying across the channel, every time we were looking to pick up points away from home after the City game. What was it? Oh, we haven't won since before Halloween. And I kept saying, I would have snapped my own hand off to lose to City and win the majority of our away games since the City game. I can live with getting battered 4-0 by Man City. That's routine. That's standard. They do that to more or less everyone. But now looking at it, you're like, do you know what? No, I'm happy with that City win because now we've got this Watford win. It's like we need to take this impetus into the home game at Selhurst.
I completely agree with you. I mean, I couldn't look at the Watford game on its own. I looked at it as it's like the Norwich and Brentford game. They come as a pair. These two games come as a pair. But the Watford and the Burnley game, they come as two. We took the pressure off ourselves massively tonight. Massively. But I feel like the confidence across the entire pitch will translate on Saturday. It's Saturday we're playing, I'm pretty sure.
It's Saturday, yeah.
We needed that. But we desperately need, because Burnley are no pushovers at the moment. But with that confidence, I think it gives us the edge. But I wanted to say, what your point on Townsend, mate, I completely agree. A player the last 2 seasons that I kind of say, I wouldn't say fell in love with, but I just love watching him, was Gary Cahill. And I think he was one of the players that with this transition, we knew needed to go. We knew we needed to ship him out. And today, Gay and Anderson, again, I think at Chelsea they're phenomenal as well. But they showed what we're trying to do at Palace, and they were, again, epic tonight. Absolutely epic.
We got Statman done.
Right. Sorry, let me just sort myself out.
No, that's all good. That's all good. What a result. You know what? And you made a point there. Like, we can easily forget the mental side to the game because all defeat or draw after draw you feel you should have won, defeat after defeat where you should have won.
Yeah, nip and crunch struck me again. Sorry.
If we hadn't won today, that Burnley game would have been a mountain to climb. Especially the way they're playing. And looking at if we need to swallow our set pieces, it's definitely going to be against them on Saturday.
You know what though, Rich? If we didn't win today, we wouldn't have seen that handsome bastard down in the left-hand side corner, the bottom corner. He wouldn't have been coming on stream because he was like, if we lose to Watford, I ain't coming back on the channel. I'm deleting my YouTube and deleting everything because the fear of losing to Roy, it would have been like, because all these Roy fanboys, because you see these accounts on Twitter. Oh, Roy Hodgson's got more points than Vieira at this stage of the season. Where's the praise for Hodgson now? It's like we weren't hounding Hodgson out because he wasn't getting points. It was the lack of positive football. We can accept that we can't play Man City, Liverpool level football. Cool. We just want to be entertained. If we lose, cool. But we want to come away from games. We want to come away from games thinking, do you know what? We played well. We just lost to the better team. For example, we lost 3-1 to Liverpool. I wasn't angry. I thought we gave a good game. We gave them a hell of a game. We just came unstuck at the worst possible moment. You look at 100%. The Chelsea game just gone. Last minute winner for Chelsea. Chelsea laboured to a 1-0 win against us. Under previous managers, not even including Roy, they pack us 2-3-0 comfortably. You're thinking, fucking hell.
100%.
Good to see you though. Good to see you though, Dan.
Yeah, nice one. Good to see you too. I thought I thought that was such an important game. If we had lost that game, we would have had to gone to Burnley, who have beaten Spurs today. Can't remember who they beat 3-0 the other day. And I also thought today as well, like having it made it even more important because we were already playing Roy. Like if we had lost to Roy Ball.
No. Don't watch that. That's just somebody taking the proverbial.
Oh,
Don't watch.
I was thinking, wait, already?
No, but think
that's
about it.
definitely no, it's not. That's not.
No, the Athletic. I would have seen it come on the Athletic first. They're always the first with that kind of news.
I think they're taking a mick.
Definitely.
Watford are just mercenaries, aren't they? The Watford board. I think you might be having a joke, but you know. I just want to say I've got to go, lads, in a sec. But thanks for having me on.
Yeah. No problem, Kurt.
But yeah, thanks.
Take care, mate.
But I just want to say before, our most powerful weapon at this club, and it's so underrated still, is the fans. Right, the fans are everything that this club is about. And tonight, the players, the management, they showed why we are. You know, they gave us our award for being so loyal in this kind of. I don't want to say rough period because we still haven't been playing bad football. We've been missing out on important results. But
yeah,
I can tell you this, right? Going into Sellers on Saturday, it's going to be massive. The crowd are going to be.
The place is going to be electric.
Exactly, and that is our most powerful weapon. You cannot underestimate the Sellers crowd. And I think Saturday will be very, very exciting.
Kurt, just before you go, we got to give a special shout out to Watford's man of the match, Andre Mariner. Because how on earth this guy's a Premier League referee is beyond me.
I mean, look, to be honest, mate, I thought he was going to leave Kouyaté to die in the middle of the pitch. It wouldn't have surprised
Do you know what it is? No. Do you know what? Mariner was the referee who sent off Kieran Gibbs for Oxlade-Chamberlain. So already I was thinking, do all mixed people look alike?
Yeah.
Rotted. Are we clones of each other? Because last time I checked, I don't look like anybody else. I'm a bit worried here now. So now that with that, I was thinking.
I forgot.
If he's going to send one of our players off, he's going to send off Mitchell thinking he's Zaha. He's going to send off Kouyaté thinking he's Mateta. We're fucked.
I can't tell the refs apart nowadays, mate. They're all as useless as each other. I can't remember the last good ref we had in the game, but I still can't get over that Kevin Friend one. That still hurts. But anyway.
No, do you know what? You don't even blame him. You blame the VAR. That was the one who gave it. Kevin Friend initially didn't give it, but look, we won't go back there again. We just won, for Christ's sake. Let's celebrate this 4-1 win. Because what happened? Watford got put in a split by Booker TFC. Can you dig it, sucker?
You know, chaps, thanks for being back on. I hope to join again.
Dig up your damn self every time. Love.
Let's enjoy the night, boys. Come on, you
yes,
Take
mate.
care, Kurt, mate.
Up the palace, mate.
Ladies, mate. Enjoy your evening.
Oh, what a feeling this is. Like I said, the disappointment after disappointment after disappointment to actually get a comprehensive win. You know.
Sorry, Rich. This just in, the curse of Charity Professional Football Club has not struck this result tonight. I'm very happy to announce that Charity Professional Football Club has not shot itself in the foot because, my Lord, I was scared that was going to happen tonight. I was like, please don't prove me right. I cut a promo for this as well. So please don't prove me right.
Come on, man. I'm buzzing right now, honestly.
Big up, man, like Tristan in the car.
Come on. Yes, just want to pop on for a bit.
Yeah.
Man, I'm absolutely buzzing. That fourth goal by Zaha, oh my words. The way, listen, this guy should just stick to playing on the left. He said he wanted to play as a striker. There are rumours going around that he wasn't happy playing as a winger. Well, you're going to keep him there after watching that performance. If you're Vieira, definitely, because he was class today. You know, I mean, that's probably been one of our best Palace performances since we beat Everton 3-1. The movement, the passing, our finishing, our end product. You know, I mean, our final third was good. Listen, defensively from set pieces, we got to wake up against Burnley because it wasn't good enough, especially the goal we conceded. I don't know what Butland was doing, but we got the 3 points, we got the win, and I'm absolutely buzzing. And big up Vieira,
sorry,
10
Tristan,
out of 10 performance.
Can you say that again? What did we get? Sorry? I don't think I heard you correctly. What did we get just now? What was that?
What?
An away win.
An away win. Yeah, an away win. An away win. 4-1.
No. You said something else. We got something else as well. What was that?
Well, sure.
Thumped him.
I'm baffled, man. What?
Something about points.
Oh yeah, 3 points. Yeah, 3 points. Yeah, that was it. 3 points, man. 3 points. Finally, man.
Okay.
Since December. Yeah. Come on.
If we can just get ourselves a run of
Mm.
3 wins, just 3 wins.
Put it this way: we won
Yeah.
tonight, so that's 3 massive points chalked in already.
Yeah.
We now need to kind of be careful with Burnley because they have just put the seaweed in a spliff and they're giving expressions absolute nightmares
Yeah.
because he's having all kinds of.
Tottenham get
Right
battered everywhere they go.
You know what? You know what? Somehow drawing 3-3 at Burnley don't feel that bad anymore.
Nah, actually,
Because that man's meltdowns are going to be beyond funny to watch after this. He's almost as good as
he'll be screaming till midnight. Honestly,
he's almost as good as AFTV at times. But
nah, he is seriously.
We've got to be serious. Saturday's going to be tough.
It'll be difficult.
Because bear in mind.
What's that forward they got? He's like 6'6". What's his name, man? He scored a brilliant goal against Brighton. He's a new signing. I forgot his name, man.
Weghorst.
Yeah, you got to watch him, man. He is deadly. Set pieces, they're going to be lobbing balls into the box. I know Burnley. They did it to us at Turf Moor. I went to that game, and the amount of goals we can see there from set pieces, we look so just lightly headed defending them, just weak. It's poor.
Even today,
I'm worried for Saturday a little bit still.
Do you know what hurts me? We could really deal with Damien Delaney back in defence for set pieces.
I would switch Guy for Tompkins, in my opinion, because we're playing against Burnley. This ain't like Watford. This is Burnley. You love to play traditional football. Do you know what I mean?
And I think Cornet is still injured, actually, so that's a big relief because he wasn't in the team today.
Thank God. That guy's a menace going forward for them.
There was a chance though that Watford had it was from a set piece as well. I think Dennis just screwed it wide, but he was kind of left free, and that's I think what it is with our set pieces. Yes, we may not win the first one, but we definitely not win the second at times. I think Burnley scored a goal like that against us at South Moor, where they
Cornet. It's a Cornet one, I think.
It's headed across and then they nick it in. You know what I mean? And it's definitely an area we've got to improve in, 100%.
Yeah.
Big up Diego.
Big up to Diego.
We are Palace, Super Palace from Sellers. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's it. That is a brand new thumbnail. But hey, I saw the Botafogo fans were going ham on our Twitter after when the third goal went in. I was like, this is wicked.
This is what
because obviously I seen that Botafogo stream that you did with that guy with Pedro. Yeah, I was just like, this is really cool to see this. But you know what? All the frustration and the annoyance and the irritation after the last couple of weeks, we've now just taken all that anger out on Watford and said, you know what? You're not a rival. We don't particularly hate you. We just strongly dislike you. There's a very strong
difference. We're just setting them back to the championship. Literally.
Well, they're only a small town near Luton, so it's
pretty much.
It's kind of light work playing these village teams. It's not,
honestly.
Because somebody was saying to me, Watford in London. I said, they may be on the tube map, but they ain't in London. They need a London postcode to be in London. That's how it works.
Fair, not exactly, man. 100%. Definitely.
But, you know what? Agent Roy, big him up every time. Man of the match for Palace was Roy Hodgson.
100%.
Because he knew, he was like, you know what? After all the pain.
Someone tweeted that,
After all the pain, I'm going to help them out.
Send me that tweet, honestly. If they
yeah.
Jokes.
Yeah, tag me in that, I beg.
Honestly.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it, because there's been so much tweets.
That would just have me laughing. I'd put on my Insta 10 out of 10, honestly.
Yeah, but now listen. If you'd have said to me after the Chelsea game that we'd comfortably beat Watford, granted we didn't know how comfortable because at 2-1 I was thinking I can just feel a last-minute equaliser.
Yeah, man. I was like, it'll be. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? I was like checking it on my phone, and my dad was like to me 1-0, and then he was like, it's 1-1. It was like 3 minutes after we scored. I'm like, typical Palace. Watch us go and concede the second goal, then we'll get an equaliser, and it will just be 2-2. But we just kept our heads up, got the goal before half time. I just never looked back really and just absolutely battered them in the second half, obviously. You
know what it is? I seen that we scored and I was like, all right, get in, 1-0, wicked. Then I went to make a cup of tea, came back to my room to follow, and the next thing I see, 1-1, I was like...
What are we doing? That's what I was like. It's just typical Palace. And I saw it was from a corner. I was like, we could see it from another set piece. It's just the highlight of this season.
Tristan, I just said to myself, I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I felt like that as well, actually, but partly, isn't it?
Yeah,
Do you
I
know
can't
what?
find the tweet at the moment, but I will look for it. And once I
Yeah,
find it,
yeah.
That's fine, man. Don't worry.
No, do your thing, do your thing. But you know what it is? Because we've got the monkey off our back now, needing another away win. We've needed a win for a while. The Burnley game, yes, it's massive, but you know what? The pressure is slightly off for that, because if we lose to Burnley, we're not immediately dragged into that mess of a relegation scrap. Because, you know, I mean, Matt, the Everton fan, was on us earlier. You know, I need Palace to do us a favour. I was like, bro, we need to do ourselves a favour, let alone anyone else.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? But having said that, that does take that, you know, that does put more pressure on the teams below us, because now
Leeds.
we're what, 12th, 11th, or 12th?
I think
13th?
we're 11th now, or 11th with 29 points, I believe. Yeah. So if we beat
And we're
Burnley,
only-
we could potentially be in the top 10 by the end of the week. Who knows?
And we're only 4
I'd take
points
that.
off them lot from the South Coast as well.
And we're 3 points off Southampton, and what a good run.
Because I've seen all of them tweeting about mind the gap, this, that. I was like, how's that gap looking now? Yeah, not so big now, innit?
Honestly,
Because remember, the whole of what was it? Was it 18-19? They did the double over us, and they still didn't finish above us. It's like, you took 6 points off us and still couldn't finish above us.
and they finished 17th in that. We were like 12th. It's a difference, honestly.
Imagine we had to beat Cardiff to keep them in the league. It's like, I beg we lose. Roy, I beg we lose. I don't care if it goes off Joel Ward's backside. I don't care if it goes off Julius Baroni's hand. I beg we lose to Cardiff. This is the one time I don't mind losing to Cardiff. But you know, but look,
days.
look, the halcyon days of Roy Ball. Thank God we've gone past it. But as my name clearly says, Roy Ball won.
1, Vieira Ball 4.
4-1.
Mm-hmm.
Booker T is in the building.
Honestly, man, it's just so good to get a win. About bloody time, honestly.
It really is. Oh man, let's actually go through the goals. I don't think we've even done that, which has been so excited.
We're still drunk that we've actually won a game. We're just drunk on the feeling of being victorious. It's like, we won? Whoa! Stop the press!
Finally,
Crystal Palace have won a game in the league
in 2022 as well. Yeah, honestly,
Jesus wept.
It's been too long. Do you know what I mean?
FA Cup FC.
Pretty much. Although,
So, Rich, go ahead. Let's go through. Let's go through Mateta's goal.
Yeah, decent cutback from Gallagher, and you know, fair play to JP, because if you don't take that shot, you don't score.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the Watford defender looked like it was very close to him when he took the shot, so I couldn't tell you whether that was going wide, if it was going to creep in and such. But you just see Foster literally just slump back. He's like, oh.
And he took it first time as well, man. He didn't take like 5 touches like flipping Ayew would or something. Do you know what I mean? Or will sometimes.
And that is one thing that I do like about JP's game, that when he's in the box, he does look to get a shot off.
Right place, right time, pretty much. That's what I like about him. He's so good, man. Rate him highly.
That was a very, very good.
But we've never had one of them strikers that looks to shoot in the box. We've always had to rely on a big man to lump it in the back of the net.
Yeah.
Because we've had Allardyce, Pulis, Hodgson, De Boer, Pardew, and they're all looking for that big useless lump up top. Michael described Tarling. No, the last win was actually Hartlepool, which was the FA Cup 2-0 at home. The last away win, I believe, was Millwall away in the Cup, and that was even more funny because it was just like, ooh, first derby in 8 years, and we put them in a spliff relatively comfortably. I like it. But no, the last away win was Millwall, but the last win was Hartlepool at home.
FA Cup FC at its finest.
You know what? And I think, you know what, it is the manner of the win. And I think that's what's made us all really excited about it.
It's not like a scrappy 1-0 or something. It's like we battered them, we dominated
even
across
though we
the whole
would
game.
have taken a scrappy 1-0, I'm glad we dominated and won. You know, 100%.
Just got to do that more consistently, honestly. If we just could do that against Burnley, I'll be really pleased. I'll be confident of a higher finish in the table, a good cup run.
100%. Tristan, thoughts on Gallagher's goal and break it down for us.
Honestly, man, it was literally the first crossing by Mitchell was an attempt of a cross was blocked. Second time in, crossed it in. Gallagher I think he took one touch and then he just finished it superbly, man. He's got to be more consistent, Gallagher. I was disappointed. I've been disappointed over the last month with him and that bit of controversy between, like a bit of friction between him and Wilf. I was hearing rumours about it, but it didn't look like that today. He was brilliant, back to his best. If he plays well against Burnley and has a good game, he'll easily get a goal. Do you know what I mean? Even 2 goals in that. He's always got a couple decent goals in him and that. You know what I mean? As we've seen in recent games this season, literally. So he was. I mean, listen, that guy has the potential to be one of the best midfielders for England. It's just a shame that he's on loan for us and it's not a permanent deal for us. But who knows? We could sign him permanently this summer. But pretty impressed with him today. Back to his best.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Rich is... No, you're not muted now. You were muted.
Okay. I was
listening in. Mate, Wolf's first goal. Because, you know what, like, I sent out a message in the GC, yeah, and I said, no, because IE was coming on, and I thought, we're just going to go defensive. And I triggered the whole group chat, because they thought that.
I'm so glad I wasn't in that group chat because it's just like Vieira against Brighton. Do you remember? No, sorry, against Arsenal. Do you remember he took off Elise, brought Tompkins on, and we went and conceded at the last minute? God, if I was in that group chat, I would have been thinking we would probably concede late again.
No, see, the thing with that group chat, Tristan, is that that's for Palace fans across the world. But there's Sweden, Ireland, Jamaica in that group. So it's not just a case of local fans or whatever. Obviously, I'm an international fan myself. But as much as Rich was just trying to highlight the sub, because he wrote "Oh no?" ? And ... it sounded to us like we'd conceded, and I went, "Don't do this." Because I swear to God, you're going to get me really upset, right? But because I've got live scores on my phone and it tells me if there's been a goal. So I didn't see anything. So I was like, okay, he gets a stay of execution. He's lucky.
Yeah, I know. I
No, it's cool, bro. Listen, I've done it before because I remember I got caught by a fake fantasy Premier League account where it mentioned that Zaha had scored against Liverpool. He hadn't scored, and I fell for it. I was like, "Oh, mate, what am I doing?" But to see when Zaha scored, I was just thinking, "Wait, what's that?" Wilfred Zaha comes back to Vicarage Road and upsets a whole heap of Watford fans.
Oh God, I love that. I love that. Honestly, not once, but twice as well. Twice.
Well, I mean, he does like playing Watford. Go back to 2013 and 2016 and not so much 2018 because I don't really want to talk about that FA Cup quarter final because Roy kind of threw that down the train. But
he did though.
Look, Wilf took his first goal well, decent finish, but the second goal,
class.
Second goal, ooh,
that's Zaha at his best. It's just as good as the one he scored against Norwich, in my opinion. Like the way he just was outside on the left and just cut in and just finessed it in the bottom right hand corner, just class finishing, man. Honestly, I rated that. That's the Wilf we missed against Chelsea because he didn't have that good of a game against Chelsea. He didn't take his chances as well today. He did, so nice bit of redemption there from this star man for us, in my opinion, right now.
Excuse me.
This is it. Right, I'm feeling that way myself. Don't worry, mate. Let's quickly do play.
We're getting old, Rich. That's the thing. We're not as young as Tristan, so we can't go. We can't do this all night.
Let's do player ratings. We're back here tomorrow. We've got the Burnley preview.
Well, that's the thing about doing it tonight is that it kind of chops it out a bit because if we had to do 2 streams tomorrow night, Jesus Christ, I'd be dead, and I'm working tomorrow night as well. Bloody hell, Michael, bloody hell, steady on, mate.
Butland.
Tristan, you take Butland.
Butland, oh God. We didn't really have much to do. I just watched the highlights on Sky and all he really did was muck up for the goal. So I'll give him a 4 out of 10, in my opinion. That's just, I would say that's fair enough. He didn't really make any decent saves because Watford didn't really threaten much apart from the goal, in my opinion. So I'll give him a 4 out of 10.
Tristan, 1 second. A Roy Hodgson team, threaten. You feeling
just
well?
Once, man. It was poor.
No.
He sort of came for it.
No. I hear you. What I'm saying is that a Roy Hodgson team threaten.
Just once.
I don't think that's humanly possible.
Someone says that's harsh. I'm just being fair. He didn't have much to do, but it was poor. He should have done better there for the goal.
Yeah, but see, Sean would
Just
give
for that
everybody
one.
a 7 the way he moves. So don't read too much into that.
Don't worry, Mateta 15's coming up. Don't worry.
Trust me, Mateta be getting 100, 100,000, 100 million. You name it, he'll get it. Rich, Natty Klein.
See, I didn't think it was too bad. And maybe it's because Ward has been so shaky as of late. But I must admit, Dennis had his number at the start of the
Dennis
game.
had him on toast.
I
Yeah,
think
he had him up.
Dennis is a baller. So
Yeah.
a steady six. Yeah.
That's fair enough. Yeah.
Oh,
We defensively, did we today?
Deck chair settings.
Anderson. Now, personally, I thought this is probably one of his best games in a while.
To be honest, when he has a good game, you don't notice him, and it was like that today. Like I was hearing more about Mark Guay on the commentary because I was listening to the commentary on the Palace app because obviously I couldn't watch the stream, so I was listening to the commentary, and yeah, that's the thing. When you sign a centre back like Anderson, who's imposing and big and an absolute unit of a man, you need him to be non-existent. You don't want his name being told in commentary because then you know he's having to do 6 things at once. It's like Van Dijk. People see how good Van Dijk is when he's not being talked about. Do you get me?
Certainly. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, because look, the defense the last couple of years, we've had one defender that never panics and never looks out of place, and a defender that kind of has a good game, has a bad game, and dips in and out of form. With Anderson, he's had a couple of shaky moments. I'm not going to deny that, but today, I didn't hear his name mentioned, so I'm thinking Anderson's probably had a blinder.
Pretty solid performance, sounds like. Yeah.
I'll be fair and say a 6. If I go above a 6, I'm kind of bordering too high praise. I'm not saying he was terrible, but I think 6 or 7 would be a fair shot. Did I just see what I think I saw? Somebody saying 10 out of 10 for a certain number 14.
Who else?
My God.
10 out of 10.
Where do we go to? That's Tristan.
Yeah.
Mark Gay.
Mark Gay, let's just say an 8 out of 10. It sounds like he had a solid game. Listen, he's a very composed player for us defensively this season, and we really appreciated that. We need someone like him at the back. He's confident, never looks like he's gonna have a mistake in him. You know what I mean? So yeah, 8 out of 10 is fair enough. That partnership with him and Anderson's worked well in games like today and we need that between now and the end of the season. It's so important for us, and it's vital as well.
Yeah, 100%. Rich, TM3.
Ooh, I know what I would give him.
You know what?
Steady, Tristan. Pause.
I'm steady. Don't worry. I ain't gonna give it away.
Pause.
Two players that I'm putting for man of the match because I think they were pivotal to us. That's TM and CK.
I'm sorry.
I thought Mitchell and Coyote were our best 2 players, personally.
But we've been saying this. Kouyaté back in the team will make a massive difference.
Oh, it has. TM got an assist as well. He's getting a 10 from me. I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
That
100%. Cross, man, was class.
100%. But Rich, how big is it that Ghana chose the wrong Ghanaian from Palace? If they'd have brought Schlupp, you probably wouldn't have been so stressed.
Stop. AFCON was last month.
No, but you know what I'm saying. Like
I was always confused as to why we didn't bring him to the AFCON because he would have given us legs in the midfield.
Yeah, for real. CK8 Tristan, because I'll do Will Hughes after this.
Yeah, listen, ever since he came back from AFCON, you know, we've definitely missed him. He's solid. He just brings a bit of steadiness to the team and that defensively, and it controls the midfield at times. So I would give him a 9 out of 10. You know, he's been, we did miss him, and it's good to have him back in the team. You know, we need a player.
Yeah.
If it's caliber and his experience in the team and that, literally, he knows it all, man. So I'll give him
Yeah, new contract, please, Dougie. Get him to sign the thing.
No, he needs to sign a new contract. If we let another player like him go next season, I'll be, God knows what's going to happen. I'll be disappointed if we let him go on a free. That's what I'll say.
Who's he, Nate?
Well, seeing as he foiled their fans' piss, I'm giving him a 9. Because between him and Zaha, you'd swear to God they're just this pantomime football club. He's behind you. No, he's not. He's behind you. No, he's not. My Lord. They just, you know what? It's just like, they're literally a pantomime club. Obviously, we had Sophie on yesterday. Sophie was lovely. Big up to Sophie. But you're just looking at it going, how on earth do some people take this football club seriously? Because their owners are a joke. They let Will Hughes train with the 23s before he joined us. And he was a key player for them. That's like us telling Eze to go train with the 23s.
Yeah.
You're thinking, wait, we're paying Yaroslav Yako wage, as well as Luka Milivojevic, and you're telling Eze to train with the 23s. Dougie, there's the door, mate. Out you go.
Yeah. Facts.
You know? Now you look at the deal we got Hughes for, something like 6 to 8 mil. You're like, Dougie's done it again. The man is just a genius. Now,
definitely.
the fact that he boiled their piss, for me, that's like, well, this is what happens when you let players go that have a point to prove. He came back to Vicarage Road today and said, I'm going to show you why selling me was the wrong decision.
Yeah.
The player wanted to leave, right? Cool. But Watford should have just accepted that and said, you know what? We'll work with you to find you a move. Rather than treat him like he's a North Korean prisoner. It's like, bloody hell, what is all that about? So yeah, Hughes gets 8 out of 10. I would have said 9, but I'm going to level it off a bit and go 8. But had he scored and got his first goal for us against Watford at the Vic in front of Harry the Hornet, it would have been a solid 9.
Yeah.
Where was Harry the Hornet, by the way? Has anybody seen him?
Down the drain.
Keep him away from children while we're at it, please.
Oh man.
There you go.
My word.
Michael Elise. Who wants to take ML7?
I'll take him. I would say he had a chance. It's good save for Ben Foster with his legs. He probably could have done better, maybe gone for the top left or top right. You know, we know how he can play. He's been consistent ever since he scored against West Ham, and that he's been on form for us. Been one of our best attacking players. You know, it's between him and Wilf, in my opinion. And you could say Gallagher. I would give him. I'll be fair enough, and I'll give him a solid 7 out of 10. You know, that's fair enough in my opinion. He showed his qualities. He always looks a threat. And that's what we want from Elise. And if he can play like that against Burnley, we're in for a definite chance of 3 superb points. If we could batter Burnley, you never know what to expect really with Elise. So yeah, 7 out of 10 is fair enough in my opinion.
Yeah. Rich, CG23.
Well, he had an assist and he kind of faded.
He does that a lot in games, Gallagher.
Yeah,
I noticed that.
He really picked it up second half. The press was intense. His ball retention was so much better. Win fouls in key areas. So if I was going to go by first half, I would have given him a 5, even though getting an assist.
And he scored. Did he not?
Yeah, he scored at the first half, I think. Yeah, before half time.
He got a goal and an assist in the first half.
Good finish as well.
It was a great finish. But I mean, what I meant is his actual play was...
Yeah, his overall game faded. I know what you're saying. Yeah. I know what you're saying.
Up and down in that at times.
He was. But second half, he was really, really good. 7. I'll give him a 7.
That's fair enough, yeah. I would give him the same, to be fair.
Maybe that's that.
So
we're getting into 2 more, isn't it?
We got
Wolf or JP?
Wolf and JP. Who do you want, Nate?
Either or. I'm happy enough to give either or.
All right, we'll give you Wolf because I want to see what Tristan says about JP and see if Sean's still in the chat.
Yeah, word of warning, Tristan. If you give JP anything under a 7, Sean is going to come for you.
Don't worry.
He will be sending for you directly from Jamaica. Trust me.
It will come to you in 2 months as his Digicel network is inconsistent.
Yeah, Digicel settings over there. It's a bit peak still.
Oh man.
But right, Wilf. Now it's easy to look at.
He said that.
Roy Hodgson, the scoreline. You're funny. That is just Essex Eagle. See a West Ham fan or something? Blow me. Flip it no.
No. He's saying he's a Palace fan. He's saying that.
Oh, I'm joking. The scoreline for my
if
word.
Hodgson said that, that's terrible.
I don't think. Did he actually? No, he couldn't have said that. Unless it was. Unless he saw
if
on
that's
BBC
the case,
just now or something.
If that's the case, then Roy Hodgson was left out in the sun too long.
Yeah, pretty
much.
No,
I'm not listening to that. No. With Zaha, right? You got a brace, so you got to give him ratings for that because the one thing we criticised Will for last couple of. Oh yeah, Maka as well. No, we didn't actually do
No,
No,
Maka.
we
We'll
didn't
go
do.
back to
I don't
Maka in
think
a
we
minute.
did. No.
we haven't done the subs yet. That's why.
Oh, he's a
Yeah, no,
sub. Yeah.
Maka was a sub. That's right. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Right. So Wilf didn't exactly have the vintage Zaha performance where he beats 6 men, he sits 2 men down in the box, and then pings one in the back corner. But do you know what it is? When we needed him to turn up and put the ball in the net, he did it twice over. So for that, 8 out of 10. Had he got a hat trick, I'd have said 10 out of 10. Tristan, Jean-Philippe Mateta.
8 out of 10. Listen, that goal he scored today took a bit of a deflection, but to hit it first time and that, I mean, that's what he does. He's always, like I said, he's always in the right place at the right time, and you need that from a striker. He takes his shot in the box rather than us just like he's 6'4". Instead of us lobbing balls in the box, we always pass it to him on the ground, and it's just a lot better. It suits him. You know, he had chances against Liverpool. He was unlucky. He got an assist against Liverpool. He played really well. I think if we play him more consistently, especially away from home, he gets space. He's more confident away from home because he's under less pressure. That's what he can do. And I have a feeling we're going to get a really good player out of Mateta between now and the end of the season. Plus, he's a permanent signer, which I'm really pleased that we got the deal done and over with.
For 7.5 mil.
Yeah.
Wow.
Freeman's done it again. He's done it again. Honestly.
Wow.
Pretty good.
So we're into subs now.
Yeah.
Mate,
Are
you
you?
take this one because I don't want to take this one.
I'll take it.
No. It's all right, Tristan. It's all right, Tristan. You can take MacArthur. I'll take Ayew because I don't want to give Rich any more stress about his fellow Ghanaian.
I mean, he got an assist, I'll let him off for that.
No, he got an assist, and do you know what? We all knew why that Ayew Elise sub happened. We all knew what Vieira was thinking there, so you could understand why that sub was made. Obviously,
Roy Hodgson, you. Oh,
He did
God.
say that.
Oh,
I gotta watch the thing. I gotta watch the BBC. Like,
okay,
after
no,
the
I'm
football,
going to
seriously.
investigate that because he needs to be put in the Brick Academy, 100%. But
Yeah, exactly, man.
But no, look. So with Ayew, right? Obviously, he got an assist today, which you know the one thing we criticise him for is that he's not there in vital moments, i.e., scoring or assisting. But he'll never stop running, and he does what Townsend used to do. Townsend was never great at getting goals and assists consistently, but what was he doing? But constantly protecting the right hand side of our
Tracking
defence.
back. Yeah,
Understand?
he's doing that a lot. Yeah.
Keep talking. I'm going to listen to this. I'll tag you in a minute.
Oh.
Oh
What
god.
the hell was-
He's listening to the Roy thing. I think if he actually said that.
Yeah.
man.
Cool. Yeah, so look, with Ayew, look, he wasn't brilliant. He wasn't amazing. But we don't need him to be. If we're 3-4-1 up by the time, if we're 3-1 up, 4-1 up,
Yeah.
and he's having a relatively solid game, that shows that Ayew may not be Hollywood bling bling, but
Yeah.
he's what's it called? Ron Seal.
Puts the work in.
Yeah, no, he does
feel
exactly what he says on the tin.
Yeah.
He won't score you many goals, but he works for the team.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You kind of do need players like that, to be fair, in order to just sustain like you're finishing the table and that and be consistent in games. Especially that assist today. I loved it, man. Really good.
Yeah, 100%. Tristan. James MacArthur. Now, I've heard some people tell me that he's finished, he's washed, MacArthur's dead food, X, Y, Z. And I said, the same people saying this, you're the ones backing Milivojevic and Jairo Riedewald, who can't get
And
a
that is true.
sniff.
They can't even get in the team. I can't even remember when Riedewald played.
Chelsea away, last time I recall. First game of the season.
That's the last time Riedewald played, blimey.
I think so.
That's embarrassing. I didn't even know that. Because last season, this guy was in the team. He was scoring goals for us as well. Like away at Fulham and Newcastle. He looked really good. It's just fallen down the panel ever since Vieira's come in.
I think Vieira took one look at him and said, "Yeah, you're not what I want." He may be from the Ajax school of football and that, but let's be real. Roy had to play him out of necessity because Roy wasn't playing in youth. Like we wouldn't play a Raksaki. We wouldn't be looking at a Wells Morrison for a cup game away at Millwall under Roy. He'd be playing the same functional team that we know ain't going to do nothing. Whereas Vieira said, right, I'm going to bring in Jack Wells Morrison, who's a Palace fan. It's like, Wells Morrison to come on for his debut away at Millwall? That's risky. It's exciting because it's one of us, you know. But James MacArthur, Tristan,
I'll give him a 7.
Imagine at one point he was our club record signing.
Yeah,
and he's
like,
still
7
here.
years ago. It's incredible.
8 years ago now, yeah.
You know what it is, yeah? Like, I'm looking. All right, let's just say this season, the reason why we are where we are, yeah, is because we got a bunch of inconsistent players and that. But listen, all right, James MacArthur, he's still here because he's been consistent. He plays for Palace, like just he's Palace till he dies, basically. You know what I mean? He is just brilliant. He's consistent. He's solid. He's the only player in the team right now that shows leadership skills. That listen, if we go down, he'll get annoyed. He'll try and pick the team up. I don't see many players do that, and I've got a load of respect for him for that. You know, he's so just solid, man. He just keeps the team together and that. And you need a player like that in your team. I think he's got another couple of seasons in him. The fact he's still playing, what is he, like 34? We still got a good player in that, you know, a good first team player with his experience as well. So I'll give him a 7 out of 10. It's good that he's back. You know, we've really missed him, especially with the results we had.
Yeah,
Literally.
for real. Do you know what? You see the way Roy said that, and Essex Eagle is right. He's not going to come out and say we were terrible, Palace thoroughly deserved it, because he'd get run out of Watford. He would be run out of there in a second. But at the same time, if he doesn't try and play it off like, they were just better than us in taking their chances, they're going to look at it and go, well, you know, have you got anything good to say about Watford? But, you know, what happened to them was happening to us all of last season. In the game, for the most part, still chasing a goal at 2-1 down, and then the other team hits that kill switch, and bish bash bosh,
3-1,
game
4-1.
done.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I love Roy Hodgson for what he did for us over the 4 years he was here. We can't knock the job he came in to do and did phenomenally well, because under him we were never in relegation trouble. 11th, 12th, and 2 14th place finishes. Let's not try and knock what he did and say, "Oh, Roy was terrible." It's like, have you seen some of the managers we've had over the past few years? George Burley springs to mind. Well, no, Warnock in his first spell was okay. The second one was tragic. Yeah. No relation, by the way. I don't have any relatives in Yorkshire, just to clarify. No relation. You understand? Got to get that in there.
We got out XG by them, but still beat them 4-1 reverse rainbow.
See, the great thing about that is that you can have all the XG in the world, but unless you're putting it in the net, it means nothing. The Seaweed were the masters of XG last season, and even they were saying, what's the point of having XG of 2.7 if you're losing 1-0?
Pretty much.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you can have the expected goals all you want, but if you lose the game, it doesn't matter. No. Besides, my name says it all. Roy Ball, 1. Vieira Ball, 4. We keep it moving. Burnley up next. I'm looking forward to it now.
Yeah, I just hope we don't mess it up.
I'm wary of them. I'm not saying we're going to smack them. I'm not remotely saying we're going to smack them, but if there's ever a time to come back after a convincing win, it's Saturday. Because if we win on Saturday against Burnley, we then play Stoke in the Cup, is it? Or we've got another Premier League game?
Stoke on Tuesday night and then Wolves next Saturday, which I'm going to in that. So we got a chance. We could potentially win our next 3 games. Imagine that. What a turnaround that would be. Well, I mean, if we win against Stoke, that's quarterfinals. Yeah, which is unheard of for us. It's like, what? One step closer to
quarterfinals.
Yeah, honestly,
you know. But we got to take Burnley first because they're the first in the queue. Yeah. Before we go, people, thank you very much for watching. Myself and Rich had to do an impromptu emergency stream because I don't think I would have been able to contain my happiness for tomorrow night because I'm working tomorrow night. I wanted to be able to share the moment with everyone tonight. But listen, a 4-1 win. Thank you to Kurt.
Come on.
Hey, JC's back.
Oh man, that was a mission. I found out the hard way that they're not running tubes to Clapham North, so I had to go to Brixton.
Nice.
I'm walking.
So, JC, have you been running around the underground today then?
Oh, yeah.
From Watford Junction into central London and then down to Brixton. Mate, fuck that. I'd have just got the overground at Clam Junction and got a bus to Brixton. Fuck doing all them tubes.
I'm trying to get to Clapham, but you sort of ended up in Euston, and then I went to the Northern Line, and then it was shut, so I had to move around a bit, and then the closest I could get to Clapham was Brixton, but if anything, it's quicker to walk to Rihanna's house from Brixton than it is from Clapham. I mean, from
Brixton.
listen, fuck knows, I'm just walking right now, but but listen, the vibes on the underground and the vibes on the train were amazing, man. Everyone was pissed, everyone was singing songs. It was nice, man. But
Yeah,
what
that's
did you guys think of the of all the goals? Because I cut out just before you guys started talking about that.
Class,
Great
simple.
finishes.
we loved it, but you know what? We've got Super Pat Vieira. He knows exactly what we need.
What we need. Oh man. Listen,
Mitchell at the back, Elise in attack, Palace on their way to Wembley.
Wembley.
Fucking hell.
Come on.
But listen, I think, I'll just give my quick 2 cents on all our goals. I think that Mateta did really well to check his run and to get back, to then swing his foot at the first goal. I get it was a massive deflection, but I think he did really well to get himself in the position to even take a shot in the first place. I didn't see what really happened with Watford's goal, but to me it looked like they put bloody Klein on Sissoko, and that's just stupid. Don't know why you think of doing that. Like you got a dwarf at me, and it's just a bit shit. Yeah, I got Zaha got his brace today. I'm very happy
JC.
about that,
JC, I just realised. You know why that northern line's shut? Because I think you was on the branch that they're closing. They've closed one side of the northern line.
Between that
I
over
forgot about it.
Moorgate or
Between
something.
Moorgate and I think it's Stockwell. I think that's where it's between. No, it's Kennington. That's it. It's between Moorgate and Kennington.
Because don't you normally go via London Bridge? That's why you were trying to get the northern line.
Well, so there was 2 trains from Watford Junction. There was a fast train which went straight back to Euston in 20 minutes, or there was that really slow shit one which took about an hour. So you know which one I took. But yeah, Gallagher's goal. I think Mitchell did extremely well to get the cross in on the volley as well. And Gallagher's touch and finish, that was amazing. And both of Zaha's goals, I think he took them very well. I think the first one he just smashed it and it went under Foster, but the other one it was a brilliant breakaway, and it was a brilliant bit of skill by Maka to pick up the ball so calmly and drive out the box instead of just hoofing it out. Because when Maka came on, our midfield looked completely different. Like, no disrespect to Hughes, but our midfield looked so much better when Maka was in there. I think Hughes struggled to get in the game a little bit until the endings of the second half. But you know, Zaha got his brace. I can use that word properly now. And, sick game. I'm really happy I made the journey, even though it was a fucker to get there.
Right, you know what it is,
They didn't run the direct train from Clapham Junction straight to Watford Junction. You had to go to.
I was gonna say about that. Because you could have got it on the way back, but I don't think they're probably running it on the way back.
I can't remember what the station's called. It starts with a W and it ends in Junction. I had to change there.
Junction.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, Wilston.
I had to change there. And then there was like fucking 15 stops after that. It was a mission.
Yeah, that's what you get when you get the overground. Because when I went to Watford on Boxing Day, I got the tube to Watford Met, the Metropolitan line station, and I said, never again. Never again.
How far is it from the ground to the... I thought that was the closest one, the tube station.
No, God, no. The tube station's about 20 minutes away. The Watford Junction's closer.
Oh,
yeah. You've got. And the thing, you know what?
The thing that
with Watford tube station, you've got to walk through Watford, Tristan.
Yeah.
You're going a long way from the tube station.
Even more about the journey was I was going to get off at Watford High Street because that's a bit closer. That's like a 5-minute walk from the stadium. But because the service was delayed, they said, "All right, we're going straight to Mitcham Junction. We're skipping out everything else You think, oh, for fuck's sake, man. These men are just making me walk. Listen, wait, 1 sec. Let me check my steps. Bro, listen, yeah, I've got 18,000 steps. That's mad.
Well, you don't have much steps. You don't take big steps anyway, so.
Yeah, I got a little leg. Oh, man. But
So, JC, you happy with the win?
Mate, I'm fucking ecstatic about this win. I haven't stopped smiling since I left that stadium, mate.
Wicked. I love to hear that, bro. I love to hear that.
I'm going into this Burnley game with more confidence than I did before. And listen, we said 4 points from these 2 games. If we can make it 6, we make up for lost time with our last games against Norwich and Brentford. So, let's see what happens. And then look forward to the Cup.
Yeah,
let's hope
for
we
real.
don't get
For
knocked
real.
out so we can keep on singing that song.
Yeah, for real.
Honestly.
I think we'll leave it there, folks, because we all kind of want to go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. I got 2 hours sleep last night and I'm running on McDonald's fuel right now, so I'm going to die.
Well, make sure you get enough sleep. There's a preview tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, listen, people,
All right.
we appreciate everybody jumping in on the stream.
Yes.
Big up to Tristan,
Yeah.
big up to Kurt, big up to
Come on.
JC. You know what I'm
Pleasure,
saying? Big up to
guys.
Sean, who was on earlier. Statman Dan was on. Big up to everybody in the comments. Only one thing left to say. Up the Palace!
Come on, you Palace, man.
Eagles!
Eagles. Come on. In a bit. Cheers.